What's up, you guys? Welcome to the Single Guy channel. I'm Lloyd, and today we're going to be talking about how to be confident but not arrogant. Now, chances are if you're watching this video, you've probably seen a lot of videos out there about how to get girls. And one of the main things that they talk about, and one of the things that's usually the most appealing to guys at the beginning, is killing the nice guy. Chances are you've probably been the guy who's been the pushover, the guy who's been too nice, and girls have kind of walked all over you, and they've gone with the guy who was more commanding, who was the leader, who was more of that presence, more of that alpha male that people talk about. Now, I have a little bit of a problem with the term alpha male, but leading and being that guy with a presence and being that guy with a plan and a purpose is definitely one of the most important things and one of the most attractive things a guy can have. And developing this can be a little tricky, especially when you haven't been that guy in the past. So what a lot of times guys do is they come from a place of kind of neediness, being that nice guy, and then they go overboard, which is kind of what I did. And so you think, okay, well, I have to be that ultra confident guy, and so you end up coming across as arrogant. So the difference between confidence and arrogance is that confident people believe in themselves. Arrogant people believe that they're better than other people, or that other people can't teach them anything. And they actually need to validate these feelings a lot by proving to other people that they do know something, or that they are better than them, or that they have done this like badass thing that they're talking about. This is where a lot of people, like, they start doing a lot of DHVs, or they start doing a lot of stuff, and they end up coming across as arrogant as opposed to confident. Now, confident people bring up the people around them, and arrogant people will at times try and push others down to raise themselves up. Now, what I recommend that you guys do is, there's a million examples that I could talk about this, where I could say, oh, in this circumstance, this guy's being confident, in this circumstance, this guy's being arrogant. The best way is it comes from within. If you're trying to put somebody else down to bring yourself up, or prove to somebody else how cool you are, you're already kind of coming from an arrogant position. Believing in yourself doesn't require others to, truly believe that you're this person. I mean, if you think about, like, a perfect example of this is Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett was one of the richest people in the world at one point in time. He's still one of the richest people in the world, and he's a super nice kind of he doesn't really have much possessions. He's kind of a minimalist when it comes to how much money he has, and he doesn't need to prove to people that he has that much money. And if you talk to him, he's not bragging about how good of an investor he is. He's not bragging about the billions of dollars that he has. He knows he has it, and he's confident in himself, and he doesn't need to prove it to anyone. This type of behavior and this type of demeanor comes across really poignantly, especially with women that you're talking to. If you're trying to brag about all the stuff that you have, I hear women complain all the time about guys with money that don't really have game that try and talk to them. And they're always bragging about the yachts that they have. They're always bragging about, oh, I was at this party with this dude. And it usually puts a lot of women off. Some women will definitely be attracted to you if you do this, but it'll be few and far between, and you'll piss off a lot of the ones that you could have had if you weren't arrogant in the first place. So my recommendation to you is, as a confident person, try and bring up the people around you. Try and provide true value, because a truly confident person does bring up the people around him, and an arrogant person comes from a place of insecurity and he puts others down. So if you're this guy, try and move it back a little bit. So when you're trying to kill the nice guy, sometimes you go a little bit too far forward. Maybe try and bring it back a little bit. Find out where it's coming from. And this is going to be tricky for you. You're going to have to see what kinds of things work. Me, in my life, I went through a big phase where I was pissing off a lot of girls, where I was getting into arguments and stuff, and that type of thing wasn't helping me at all. Sure, I was getting lucky every now and then, but as soon as I started to realize where true confidence came from and where I developed it, that's when I tried that's when I really started to hit my stride, and where I really think that that I had the most success. So if you made it to the end, guys, thanks a lot. Consider subscribing. I come up with videos like this every single week, trying to develop true confidence. True confidence comes from demonstrated performance, and this is a tough thing to get, and it takes time. So if you're going into this arrogance realm, don't worry about it. Sometimes we go a little bit too far, and that's what kind of happened to me. Maybe tone it down a little bit, and then you'll find true confidence somewhere in the middle. If you want more videos about how to develop confidence, I have tons of videos about how to do demonstrated performance. Check those out. Thanks a lot, and good luck out there, you guys.